It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up is Brenton Strange. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Jags and the Jets next on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Jets to take over. Led at quarterback by a man back to full health in season number 20 now, and his second one in New York, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Rodgers going to come out throwing. And his first look is incomplete. And here are the key inactives for this one, Charles. And as you get towards the latter stages of the season, you hope that this is a clean graphic with no names, but that's hard to do in the NFL.
Yeah, there's almost no way you think it's going to be like that. It's just a matter of what names are on the list and how you prepare to play without them. Everyone wants to finish strong. Well, the only way to do it, forget the inactive list and focus on the guys who are going to take the field.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. You look at this Jaguar defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 18 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run at not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reynolds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. ETN up the middle, and they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. Rodgers going to throw. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Rodgers now to throw. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Down to about the 45. But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 15 carries, 52 yards.
He comes into this one ranked 9th in the NFL in rushing. I think that every member of that offense knows exactly where he sits. You can see it from every one of them out there. They're all fully committed to making this a game where he really breaks free and climbs a couple.
Hall has it knocked loose, but it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
A give, it's Etienne off the option. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. You look at this Jaguar defense. Now they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now it's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
A gain of 7. First down.
Throwing is Rodgers. Caught by Wilson. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd down and 8. Here's Rodgers. Going right back to Wilson. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line as they've got it as we resume action. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Devon Hamilton breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all. 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They're in coverage to knock it free. Andrew Wingard. Well, also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
That one down the field for Strange. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Will McDonald, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. A third and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return.
And the Jets will take over. New York's offense back out there and set to go.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still second down.
So the delay of game penalty backs them up. It's now second and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Now Rodgers. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Josh Hines-Allen
with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Jaguars had 4-9 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Off play action. Jones.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Jets offense and Aaron Rodgers getting set for their next drive. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. Powerful running. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. That's into the hands of Reynolds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A short throw there to Strange. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will tie us at 3-3. So it was 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3, but I'm not sure that that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all, but the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
And New York set to take the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Rodgers again now. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Rodgers going to throw.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now Jones.
Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Still going inside the 20.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
A try here for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Brock Purdy, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. From there, we head east to the land to check on the Brownies at home
at Cleveland Browns Stadium. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Xavier Worthy, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Jones now throwing to start the drive. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. Powering his way forward. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, right back to Etienne.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
He'll drop that underneath to Etienne.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now Rodgers.
Throwing quickly to Wilson.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Joshua Hines-Allen able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Open man is Duvernay.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Pulled in at the 24. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return.
The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 2. Straight ahead is Hall.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Now it's Rodgers.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
At the 20-yard line.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Reynolds will go in motion right.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Quick throw complete to Reynolds.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing Jones.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 2nd down, ETN once more.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very...
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Here's Logan Cook now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
Throwing is Rodgers.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
They'll give to Hall.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Rodgers now to throw.
That one taken in by Corley.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Back to the ground with Hall.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through.
And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter, getting down to the good stuff. They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
In motion left is Thomas. Now Jones from the gun on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
To the sideline and incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Hassan Reddick picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Rodgers going to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
That one taken in by Adams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, fourth quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. So now the Jags down by 7. A minute 50 to play. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's Jones. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Jones. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Hall again, fighting through, and he'll take this down to the 33. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Hall want to give up the middle. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. They set the goal beginning of the year, hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now it'll be interesting to see how they respond as a team, because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and get as many wins as possible, even if it doesn't reach their stated number.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.